is important. In our modern society, our modern society is violent. It is violent against, it's a violent system. It's a system who excludes people. And it's why this system is violent. And people, in majority, seek a non-violent situation. Is why a non-violent movement is a radical contradiction to the violent system. Because they say, this is the other world. Your world is violent, our world is non-violent. And I think and I know that we all are sometime in a situation where we want to react. I wouldn't say violently, but you know, if you have a crazy man before you, and he really don't shut up. Sometimes you want to slap him one and say, shut up, I can't hear it anymore. But even if you think like this, it doesn't bring you forward. So for this, I completely agree with the violence. No, non-violence, sorry. I just want to, you know, it's a teacher's trick, you know, to put the phrase to see if you listen or not. What I want to say, you know, is, but fighting for another social system is not the same that fighting for a political issue. A political issue, and it was right, a non-violent system with an action, this dictator should go, or we want to change this or that, is you have the possibility, you know, to argue with your non-violence. But you want more, or most of the people now want more. They say we want a completely different system than this neoliberal capitalist system who is not only in power in Israel, but is in power in most of the parts of the Western world. And this is the beginning of the shift, and not only a social system in one country. You know, and this is, I just came from a discussion, well, discussion is a great word, for a visit by the Israel's president, Peres, and it was interesting. It was interesting, and no, because you know, I'm 66. He's a little bit more, and I'm always thinking, well, how will you be in 20 or 25 years? He was very emotional. He has a coolness was impressive. Yes. And, but he had a picture. Was interesting. He says, look, 50 years ago, we had countries. A country was a boat. And this boat had a flag, and this boat had people who work, and a captain. And this boat decided where to go. Nowadays, we are all in one boat. And everybody has a cabin. You know, you are part of this boat. And I tell him, except the Palestinians, they don't have any cabin. This is a little problem, you know. But I came to this later, you know. But if something happens in one cabin, it can disturb the boat. If something happens at the boat, it can disturb the cabins. So we are all linked now in this planet, and we know it. For example, we have big social problems in every country. Social problems because it is an unequal system. It is a system where the richest became more and more rich and the poor more and more poor. This is one of the big problems. Problem of education, health, etc. And we have another crisis. We have the financial, we have the economic crisis, and then we have another one. We have the climate change. We have a problem in general over us all. If we are not matching the climate change, Whatever social system we will have art going down. This is a world planet problem, and you can't solve this problem in Israel, or in Switzerland, or in Germany. Or we solve the climate problem in the world, or we don't solve it. So there, whatever we decide for a system, if we don't find a system of world regulation, a system of world governance, we all will be at the end down, because the climate, they don't know race, they don't know people, they don't know rich, they don't know poor, they know only a certain biological evolution. And this is our modern problem.